Welcome back to the Zmonster Channel. Yes, we have been long overdue on a garden update video. This is, where are we at? We are at the end of April 2023. And we're feeling a little bit better, for those of you who don't know. I ended up having, unfortunately, a few heart attacks and a few stents put in. So I'm on the recovery road for the last 2 months, but yeah, we can't get back to work, but we are doing gardening still. Well, my wife is, I should say. So wanted to just kind of go over a few things that we're growing this year. We got our lettuce growing over here on top of our fire pit for starter area for some reason. And let's head over to the garden. Again, sorry, a little slow. Gotta pace myself. We've got, yes, into the garden we go. We've got the asparagus bed here, which is growing asparagus. My wife actually just snapped some off and is eating them. So you can see there's some smaller ones growing in here. And they're growing all through here. Can't let them get too big or they start to fern out early. But you can see we got the purple ones here and some other ones here. Another purple one that was in there. Some more that were here. She just snaps them off and eats them while we're out here. Then underneath here, this is the garlic or the onions in here. This is all garlic under here. So we'll get a good look at that all the way through our little canopy here. So we've got some garlic there. We've got over here, we've got leeks growing. Let's take a little peek-see under here. So you can see we got some leeks starting over there, and we've also got some other stuff growing over here. Are these radishes? What is this? More leeks. Looks like some lettuce and what else we got? Hard to tell there.
This is Goji berry.
Oh.
We bought it last year.
Oh yeah, that is. Okay. So this is our Goji berry plant. Over here we've got, what do we got? We got onions and we've got carrots. No, that's not carrots. That's what is that over there? Carrots? Okay. So apparently these are purple onions. These are carrots. Let me get over here and take a peek-see and see what we can see at the ground level in there. It's not a carrot yet. It's yeah, it needs some more growing, that's for sure. And we had one here apparently, and this one is dead, so we'll pull that one up. So yeah, that looked like a critter got to it, because we do get some critters here. You can see this part of the garden here, we are not growing anything because we are letting the garden rest. We believe that after 6 years, we go that 7th year and we're letting the garden rest. So we actually started using this part of the garden. This was the main garden that we started with from this brick line over. We started doing this when we moved out here 6 years ago. So the only stuff that you see growing came up all on its own. We didn't plant it. It was already here. And we're not going to yank out free food. So we do have over along the fence line was where we had our sweet potatoes and stuff. So we're hoping maybe we didn't dig them all out, so maybe there'll be some of those and we'll get some free ones of those. But everything else, yeah, we just covered with mulch and we're letting the ground rest. And that'll be really good, because then we just rake it up, throw some nice compost in there next year and get some stuff growing again. We've got pine needles and stuff that we were collecting from the yard that we're putting in here. The big things that we're growing, of course, this year is the strawberry fields that we combined from some we got from my brother, some that we had in one of the boxes here, and then we went out and bought some store-bought ones. But yeah, we got our 5 rows here, and they are producing strawberries. We picked them a few times. We've got some nice red ones. These are the ever bearing, so they don't get like super big because they're constantly like producing little berries. Every once in a while we got some plants in here that are the bigger ones, and they're kind of fun. Yeah, it's a nice juicy looking one there. We were going to pick them today, but we may actually wait and have see if the pastor wants to bring his kids over. He's got some smaller kids, and maybe have them walk through here and pick some strawberries. It might be fun for them. I don't know. We'll see. If not, then yeah, then we'll be back out here. If they say no, then yeah, we'll be back at it picking strawberries. We don't know what we're going to do with them. We're not going to make jelly or jam or anything out of them this year. We probably will just clean them up and maybe throw them in the freezer. Use them for like smoothies or something, because I have to eat healthier now. And I don't know if a smoothie is healthier, but it sounds healthy. It's got fruit in it. It's got to be healthy, right? But yeah, we've got some nice looking berries growing in there. And then over here, my wife put some tomatoes. She started the starter plants somewhere else and then brought the tomatoes over here. Reason being is she wants to make some salsa. We didn't do any hot peppers or jalapenos because we have a lot left over that we diced up and put in the freezer. So we have that kind of stuff. So all we need is really some tomatoes. And for us, it doesn't have to be Roma tomatoes, which is the best ones for salsa making. If it's red and juicy, then we could use it for salsa. That's the way we look at it. And then we've got some more plants that she's growing over here. Some more sunflowers. If you remember the sunflowers from last season, I think it was, and they grew to about 18 feet tall. This is some more starter plants of those. She's also got some holes dug over here. We had to dig out the grape plants that just died off. We got hit by the Chinese beetles, and they eat all the leaves off of all the grapes, the grape plants, and yeah, then all the grapes themselves just shrivel up as soon as the sun hits them, because it's just so high in humidity out here. So we don't want to spray any chemicals or anything out in our garden, so it was just best for us just to yank them out for now. But now we have the trellis with some wire on it, so we can put other stuff that needs to vine up on here, which would be good. We thought about putting the tomato plants over here, because some of those do need some support because when they get really tall. But I think my wife has another plan for the area. As you may have remembered, we tore out the one of the fig trees that we had in here because it was pushing out the fence and constantly just growing towards the fence rather than anything else, which now gives us access, or the sun access, to the blueberry bush, which is really happy about it not having a fig tree in front of it. So we've got it growing over here. And let's see if we got any. Yeah, we got some little things growing on there, so that'll be good. This will be blueberries. And then that prickly plant over here is a date tree. We had a date tree growing outside the garden, and the root must have come over here, and yeah, so we tore out the date tree out there because it wasn't bearing any fruit. Then all of a sudden this one just popped up right here on the brick line, and my wife said to leave it and see if it produces dates, and if it does produce dates, then we'll either have to move it, which you take a chance of killing it, or you're going to end up digging this one out and throwing it away. But this is a dangerous plant here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the needles on here compared to my finger. I have to be careful. I can't poke myself with the meds I'm on. I could bleed out. But yeah, these have some serious looking little needles on it, which protects it. I don't know what kind of fruit needs protecting if it's not growing the fruit, but yeah. And then we've got our mess of all the stuff that we piled up, all of our plant coverings, all our pipes that we use for gardening, all the poles and stuff that we stick next to all of our veggies to string them up. We've got all that piled up over here. Since we're not using that part of the garden this year, we don't need all this many, but yeah, as soon as I feel better, we'll be able to get out here and do some better cleanup on it, make it look a little more organized. But it's a garden, it's nature, it's what it's going to be. But yeah, that is it. Very simple garden this year so far. Like I said, I may try to sneak in some more hot peppers or something, but for that, mainly it's just going to be the onions, the leeks, the garlic, the carrots, goji berries, strawberries, and tomatoes. So yeah, we do have, of course, still outside the fence line here, we have the other fig trees, the 3 fig trees, and I can't remember what my wife planted over there, but yeah, the fig trees are starting to come back. There's already some figs on this one here, which is amazing for where it's at in life. We also had the yard, I guess it's mulched back again. So we had it mulched back to a certain point, and then we had the guy come back and he mulched it back even farther in there because there's like a creek bed in there. We wanted it mulched back, all the smaller trees that we could, as far back in there. Unfortunately, when he came over, the ground was really mushy because we've had a lot of rain, and he just jacked up the yard along this edge over here. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera from here, but it was yeah, pretty messed up looking. And got some good ruts. We can get a little closer over here. And with the mulching, it mulches up all the small trees and made some good cedar chips. But now what we have to do is we have to rake all the cedar chips back up into the woods so that the grass will just continue to grow up to the base of the trees wherever we have it. But yeah, as you can see here, the tractor, it was just like one of them little cats, and it just hit this mud here, and yeah, there was only so much he could do, and he was slipping and sliding, so we didn't even have him finish up this section here. But he also did all along the entire skirting of the property here, and he actually made a trail through the woods to our deer stand back in there, and he cleared out the corner over here amongst all these larger trees. So that'll be good because that's where most of the deer come in on our property. We put out like deer corn and stuff, so the deer will come out and play over there. But that area as well, we have to rake all the cedar chips or all the wood chips from the mulching machine out of the way, so that and then we got to level it, and then we can get some grass growing over there too. But it just gives me more access to be able to see the deer through there, which is really nice. We've got our burn pile still working here. We're going to probably burn this next week. I think we'll burn some of this down. We have to weed whack it down, get everything browned up again, and then we can set it on fire. But yeah, we've got compost piles over here, our wood chip pile, compost pile under the blue tarp. We've got our dead leaves way over there, if you can see it. We've got a pile of leaves, and we're waiting to see if we're going to be able to get some cow manure or chicken manure to mix in with that to make another batch. So that'll be nice. But yeah, just trying to clear out more to make it nice. So yeah, like I said, just wanted to do a quick, it's never a quick update, I ramble too much, but we wanted to do an update video for the garden, kind of let you know what's going on. Also, yeah, just to let you know, we're in a healing phase, feeling better, and we're hoping to be back at work within another maybe a month or two. See what the doctor says. But we're just truly blessed to be able to have a garden, and to be able to grow our own fruits and veggies and stuff. And that is a true blessing. You know, it is slightly overcast today as well, but it's an awesome day to be alive and to be outside. So I'm gonna get to doing some walking for my exercise. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful stuff. And as always, we'll talk to you later.